The Costa Rica Expedition. On this overland journey, we're setting out to discover the real Costa Rica. Authentic, vibrant, and generous. A postcard, but not the one you see in magazines. A wild land whose true wealth lies in the heart of its cloud forests, its oceans, and the rhythm of its music. We're seeking a Costa Rica far from the typical tourist routes. To uncover the hidden gems of this wild land, we'll venture off the beaten path, carving our own routes from the Caribbean to the Pacific coastline. Along the way, we'll meet the people of this unique country, the Ticos, who embody the spirit of the nation's motto, Pura Vida, the pure life. This Costa Rica Overland Expedition will lead us to the most extraordinary corners of this incredible country. We are Nick and Mathilde, and we've left everything behind to travel the 7 continents with our Land Rover Defender, the Albatross.
Europe, North America, South America, Antarctica, Australia, Asia, and Africa. A world tour for real. We want to see it all. This is the Next Meridian Expedition. Okay, Costa Rica is very easy. As you come out of Nicaragua, you will drive through here. This is the immigration. Just park your car on the side here, and immigration takes 5 minutes, TIP takes 5 minutes. It's amazing.
One of the things we're really excited for in Costa Rica is wildlife, and there's literally a howling monkey kind of howling somewhere in the trees over there. We cannot see it, but we can hear it. It promises a lot of wildlife sightseeing.
Our journey through Costa Rica will take us from the stunning Osa Peninsula on the Pacific coast, all the way to the cooler, misty cloud forests in the mountains surrounding the capital, San Jose. Along the way, we'll encounter some of Costa Rica's amazing wildlife, both on the Caribbean and Pacific coast. The biggest surprises, though, will come from our final stop on the Osa Peninsula. It was the head full of cliché that we first ventured toward the ocean. Costa Rica, a heaven for wildlife and pristine wild beaches. What we didn't expect was how quickly those expectations would be met. Shh, it's nap time.
We saw an entire family of capuchin's monkey. It was really cool.
Yeah, super cool. A whole family. There was at least 30 of them.
Yeah, there were a lot. And they're called cara blanca here in Costa Rica, which means white face, because they have this white face.
Howler monkeys, capuchin monkeys, iguanas, and even crocodiles in the river. All within the first 100 kilometers from the border and just 24 hours in the country. Sometimes clichés exist for a reason. Hey.
I give you 2,000 euros. Go like till here in the water.
No.
No.
No way.
Not fun.
Finding a good campsite in a new country can be a challenge. It's the moment to figure out what's legal, whether you feel safe, and if there are accessible open areas. In Costa Rica, we quickly learned that the beaches are entirely public. Locals often set up camp right along the beautiful coastline. It was then we realized that camping in Costa Rica would be something special.
We are looking for a place to camp. But we found the beach, which looks really nice. Now we need to find a spot. What makes a good spot?
Costa Rica, shadow, because it's super hot and very sunny.
Yeah, we've been boiling today. Shadow and flatness.
Shadow and flatness.
Vas-y.
And yet another very cool spot. Check this one. Boom.
Almost 40 degrees all day. We are boiling. We have only one thing left to do to fix this. Ready?
Yeah.
See you.
Did you notice it? No? You did not? Well, 90% of the clips in that Costa Rica video was filmed with an iPhone. Let me give you 5 tips to record beautiful cinematic videos only using your smartphone. Tip 1. Your filming settings. So at least 4K filming, and we usually film in 60 frames per second. And the last thing to have the best quality is to actually clean your lenses. If clips are blurry, the Filmora AI Video Enhancer is specially made for that. Directly in the editing software, you will be able to enhance the quality of a clip. Tip 2 is the movement, the way you will film. You don't want it shaking around. So you just need to hold it at the 4 corners and be very focused at keeping it stable. Tip number 3 is to include subjects in your clips. So you'd want life passing through your footage to make it engaging and cinematic. Sometimes subjects might be coming uninvited into your frame. You can always make them disappear using the AI object remover on Filmora. Tip 4. Color grading. The AI color palette will help you choose a style, make a feel that is true to you and your footage. Tip 5. Add some great music. The hardest part with music is to actually pick it, and pick it in a way that it represents the vibe that you want to give to the video. With Filmora AI Music Generator, it's easy. You pick the mood and then you choose an option. And that's it. All you need is your smartphone and to download Filmora for free. You can have it on your computer or your smartphone, and it's super easy to learn how to use it. Now, back to Costa Rica.
This is my ugly morning face. And this is where we woke up this morning.
You might wonder what a stranger you just met is doing under your car early in the morning on a beach. Well, in the overlanding community, this is a traditional greeting.
Check out this Defender from Switzerland, Bern, and they have a beautiful 2.2 Puma just like us, owned by Martin and Leah.
These 2 avid surfers know all the best spots, so we agreed to meet them later in the day, so Costa Rica. But to get there, we decided to take the beach road. I mean, literally, the beach road.
Once again, finding a campsite on the coastline turned out to be the easiest part. We couldn't help but think. Even though we were in one of the country's most visited areas, we found an amazing spot, all for ourselves. Right on the coast. In our minds, Costa Rica was quickly becoming the best country for beach camping.
We just met up with Tinu and Leah again at this beautiful spot. And of course we had to put the Defenders one in front of the other. The beautiful beach tonight. It's gonna be a nice evening again together. These guys are pretty cool. So far so good. It's a lot of fun and the water is warm. Later we wanted to do a quick house tour in your Defender later. Cool. So this is Martin's hammock, this is Mathilde's hammock. What are you doing?
Editing the best spot in the galaxy.
Editing in the best spot in the galaxy. We've got the fire cooking here. So right here we've got to have the fire with the whole view of the ocean. This is Martin. This is Leia, and we're going to go check out their Defender right now. Martin, you're going to give us a tour, correct?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay, shoes off, little stairs.
Welcome to our crib.
Thank you. Wow, cool.
So you see, you have like this whole bed of the pickup truck now,
Yeah,
and it's this whole cabin on it. It's like one piece from Osa in France, actually built.
Yeah.
We put it together in Osa, Swiss. Pascal. And and 4 people, you have enough. You can like flip the table, so you can eat for 4 people. The cabin is cut out. You can go in the front.
You have access directly to the front and passenger seat, which is really nice.
And then you can, that's the bed shell.
Yep.
You can lower the whole shell to this position, like here.
Okay.
So you have the whole legs over the cabin.
Yep.
So you
What's nice is you have big window here, window, 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 another one here. And it's really cool because in ours we are like sweating and they have a lot of air.
Yeah.
And I can feel it right now, just air coming.
So what we have else, we have the whole kitchen area here.
With a coffee machine.
That's a coffee machine, right?
Coffee grinder. Wow, and we tested it. It's super good. So 2 stoves, gas, correct?
Yes, gas. Now we did a little bread for tonight.
Nice. Lucky us. So
Beyond
cool.
meat, and then
All of the little spices.
spices. Then we have like
Yeah, like a fridge.
proper fridge, even a little freezer up
No
there.
way.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
We wish we had that.
The best is having a little toilet
This
here.
is pretty nice. This is pretty nice. Look at this.
You can flip it out.
Wow.
And
Do you want to show us how it works? No, I'm kidding.
no problem. Just
Pretty
go.
cool though.
So it's very nice. It's a cassette toilet. You empty it out from outside, so it's very, very relaxing. Yeah?
Okay.
We don't do it a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the rest, yeah. And the roof, you can like close it easy. We have 3 surfboards on the roof, and it's still strong enough to hold. So
Yeah.
it's good. And
Thank you for the house tour. That was really nice. Loved it.
you're welcome.
We're a little bit jealous.
So everything is going well on Paradise Beach when you see those clouds in the horizon. That doesn't look good at all.
We got the rain! Woo! So I decided it started raining. We're enjoying it though. It's nice. We put everything away. Did you put everything away?
Not everything, but
Almost. Surfboards under the car, surf mat above, table, doesn't matter. And Mathilde and Leia are trying to protect the fire because it's raining. Is it holding?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, beautiful, nice. We're still gonna be able to eat tonight. That's
Yeah, I think so too.
nice. Cheers. This morning we just had breakfast and now we're gonna start heading out. And today is practically all gravel road with a lot of river crossings. Because it's dry season and the rain just started, hasn't really started, the river crossings should be pretty easy, so fingers crossed. Ciao!
Ciao!
Ciao, ciao!
It's sad to say goodbye to Tino and Lea.
It always is, yeah. It's always hard to say bye to people, so.
We continued heading towards the more remote edges of the Nicoya Peninsula. To get there, we had to leave the main road. The tracks between the coastline and the plantation still bore the scars of the rainy season's floods.
And that's one.
That's the first river crossing.
Número dos.
And that is number 3. Oh, that also number 3, but Nick needed to go in it again.
This is awesome!
We're not the only one crossing the river. We're not friends. River crossing number 20?
Is this crossable?
Is it crossable? There's tire marks going in the water. What happened?
We demanded if it was crossable.
And he's going, okay. Okay, I guess you have your answer.
Okay.
Whoa.
We barely saw anyone all day until we found ourselves involved in rescuing a telecom company car stuck in the riverbed. We definitely couldn't have picked a more local way.
And now we recover vehicles. This guy is recovering this one. Yeah, he got him out. And we will recover this one with elbow. What?
We should get paid for that.
Yeah, let's save all these people.
Like, so we were joking about the paying thing.
Literally joking about the thing.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. That's so funny. I forgot. Yeah, that's true.
And when we just said goodbye to the guys, the guy was like, "Can I pay you for the help?" And we were a bit confused. We were like, "What?" And he was like, "Yeah, can I pay you?" And we were like, "No, you don't owe us anything."
Yeah, we said it's all part of the adventure. No way. He's like, "Oh, really? You sure? You sure?" And then he said, "Can I please get you a beer?" And we said, No, it's all good, man."
That's the beauty of Costa Rica, is that a whole section from mid-tide to 150 meters or 300 meters, I don't remember, it's people's land, so nobody is allowed to buy it and nobody is allowed to build on it. So even though you have a lot of very fancy houses over there, there is still all of this section that is accessible for whoever, including us.
It's a mystery how Costa Rica, such a popular destination, has managed to preserve so many pristine beach locations. Once again, we set up camp on a vast, untouched beach, and it didn't take long before we were greeted by some friendly locals and received our first Costa Rican invitation.
Vamos a la fiesta?
Yeah, we got invited on the beach by a family here on holiday for the long weekend, for the 1st of May. And tonight they said it's a big party, so we said we come just for a little bit, for dinner and stuff, and hang out, but let's see, let's go. Panameño.
Aquí se llama panameño, en México le dicen poblano, poblano.
Y es muy fuerte.
Sí, pero digamos, usted lo come, te pica y se te baja.
Ah, no se queda.
No se queda ahí. Un poquito para que pueda comer tranquilo.
This is very, very spicy, and so he's only putting half of it, but it's going to be amazing.
Exacto. Si quiere en inglés, le cuento en inglés.
Es que así.
El chile primero.
A nosotros gusta mucho encontrar gente locales.
Sí.
Es que sí, es lo mejor. Cuando uno va a un país, es lo mejor.
La cosa que tú te recuerdas de Costa Rica es la gente. El picante,
Se baja.
3-4 segundos, se va y se va.
Ok, voy a buscar.
Sin tus caderas no puedo cantar. Sin tus caderas no puedo gozar. Sin tus caderas y movimiento mi ritmo y música va a parar. Sin tu cadera mi melodía no vale nada. Sin tus caderas mi ritmo no se llama el son.
As we returned to our car after the party, we discovered the night held more surprises for us.
Pura vida,
¿Cómo te llamas?
Julio.
Julio, yo soy Nico.
Ok. Bien,
Perfecto. Pura vida.
Thank you.
These are exactly the experiences we love doing. I was just sitting in the car watching a YouTube episode, and all of a sudden I see these guys doing something on the sand, and I was like, okay, I have to go and check them out. And they were catching lobsters. I'm going to show you all the videos, and I'm so happy I got to meet them because now they're cooking lobster for us. And I told them they're going to be on the video, and they're like, you have to film us. We want to see us on the video. So here they are. ¿Se llaman?
Julio.
Julio. Hola, Julio.
Hola.
Muchas gracias
Mucho
para el lobster. ¿Y tú?
Marisol.
Chao, Marisol. ¿Tú?
Erickson.
Erickson. ¿Tú?
Marta.
Chao, Marta. ¿Y tú cómo te llaman?
Gerald.
Gerald. Aquí van a pescar todos los lobster.
Los tres. Julio, Erickson y yo.
1, 2 y 3. Así todos van allí.
Vamos para qué, ¿sí? Vaya para que vea cómo lo hace.
Sí. Vamos.
Ven. Pues, ¿a Julio tiene moto?
Sí.
So that's the hook that they use. And at the end of the hook here, this is how they catch the lobsters. He goes in just with the mask about 3 to 5 meters below with the fins and hooks it all up.
Van a ir a bucear.
Esos pulpos los vamos a hacer en arroz, carepinga, como quiera.
Omar, ¿por qué eres solo acá?
Here's a lobster. Muy rico, ¿eh?
Sí.
Siembra.
Solo good.
Looks good.
Enséñale, vaya. Y le
Muchas
enseñas.
gracias. Voy a preguntarle. Sí.
Pregunta.
Mathilde,
Wow.
are you sure you don't want some? Really?
Wow.
Amazing, huh?
Fresh from the ocean.
Fresh from the ocean, literally alive like an hour ago.
Wow.
Okay.
Crazy, enjoy.
Chao. Yo,
También.
sí, yo miro como tú lo haces y después...
Hágale, Yeran. Mira.
Sí.
Esto haces así.
Sí.
Sacas.
Bonito. Perfecto. So rip the shell. And then once the shell is ripped, pull out the meat.
Yes.
And it was alive 1 hour ago. Only. Muy bueno.
Good, good.
Good, good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Perfecto. Buenas noches. Buen viaje. Chao.
We wake up on the last beach camp of this week. It's again super nice, but we need to leave the beach. We need to leave the beach for two reasons. One, we need to move forward, that's one. And the second is that it's so warm here during the day. It's 40, during the night it's 30. And even though we can leave the entire rooftop open like this, the air doesn't really go inside. We have a small fan, the small fan here, but it's just so warm. Today we take the boat and we go in the mountains. Hopefully it's going to be a bit fresher and we'll go back to the beach after that. Bye bye warm beach.
Goodbye.
Whew, bye.
It's 8:15 and it's already 30 outside. Listo? Okay, gracias.
Tickets?
Made it.
We made it.
And it is right now 11:49.
The boat leaves in
10 minutes.
Yes.
Leaving the Nicoya Peninsula, we already felt a bit nostalgic. We wondered if we were leaving the best part of the country behind and whether we'd find beaches as beautiful on the rest of our journey. There was only one way to find out, but for now the heat had drained us and the thought of reaching the mountains was exactly what we needed to keep going. We took advantage of the ferry ride to make some much-needed repairs to our Costa Rican uniform. Who knew rivets could be so useful?
After 1 year of travel, it's not the only piece of equipment that is falling apart. Just a week earlier.
How big is the hole?
It's not even a hole at this point. I can get my hand through.
Oh no. Your short jeans?
Yeah. I mean, temporarily fixed.
Nice, no more holes.
Next up, the cloud forest.
tonight we are at 1,300 meters altitude and we're doing a night hike. It's gonna be sweet. For now, we are cooking curry. We're parked here. Matilda's showering, I just showered, and that's the entrance to the night. It is much colder since we're up higher, so pants on, but at least we'll sleep much better.
Would be, let me shine only my light on it.
Okay.
This way you know where to look. I don't have the entire light on him. Actually, if you look up, this is him.
Oh, he's so
What?
beautiful.
Get close, he's not gonna hurt you. He's not gonna jump or anything.
Oh my god, it looks like a fairy.
It's like, hold on.
Looks like an angel.
Has no tree, and that's oh, I see a nice spider out there in the spider web. Maybe more of them are. Oh, another one is here closer. If somebody is interested in spider, this is a funnel web spider just there.
Where is it? A night walk in the cloud forest of Costa Rica is the promise of all kinds of spooky creatures. So what's the name of this snake?
His name is Julia.
Okay. And his scientific name?
It's the side stripe palm-pit viper is the name of the species. It's probably out of focus because I focus for the scope.
It's
I'll help you.
Wow. Yeah.
So that's, in English, what is it called?
Cicada.
Cicada. We drove down the mountain by night and in the fog. It was a bit spooky, and we ended up here of the volcano Arenal. Nick is in bed doing drone images of it. Barely woken up. No, I'm joking. Look, according to Google, we are currently in the lake. So whenever the satellite image was taken, the lake level was over the trees over there, and yeah, the level went down quite a lot. There's a dam on this lake. They're producing electricity out of this reservoir. The funny part is that there's some villages that were flooded in the 70s to build up the reservoir, and now some ruins of the villages are appearing. That's cool.
We're now in a volcanic territory, high in the mountains. The craters and rainforests here are some of the country's most incredible wildlife. But our search for Costa Rica's most iconic animal would have to wait. We drove down the country's central valley, over 1,000 meters in elevation, where most of the nation's major cities lie.
Been invited by the Land Rover Club of Costa Rica a few weeks ago to join them for a Land Rover meeting in San Jose. So we sort of mix our little itinerary to meet them. So now we're on our way, and San Jose is very busy. There's a lot of traffic, but I like traffic, so it's fun. We're all fighting to get into the roundabout. We're all fighting.
Nick literally just said, I missed city driving because remember, he loves chaos. Hola!
Hola!
Hola! Buenas noches!
¿Dónde me parqueo?
Puede ser aquí, la puerta del pick-up o aquí.
Next to the red one.
Okay.
I'm Roberto.
Ciao Roberto.
Ah,
Nice
ciao,
to meet you.
Roberto.
Okay.
You get back next to the red one.
Okay.
Ok. Vamos. Il y a un paquet de Defender. Compared to like...
No creo. No. Claro que aquí.
Hola.
Hey,
Matilde. Mucho
nice
gusto.
to meet you.
Mucho gusto.
Ciao, ¿cómo te llamas?
Oscar.
This is Oscar, and he's got a Series 2. Everything is very manual. Look at how much play there is, the handbrake, 4 gears. This is his fan because there's no fan in the car. And look at this beauty from outside. What a legend. And of course, LED lights, amazing, just like ours. Very cute.
Meeting so many new friends, we also were able to ask the one question we had for Costa Ricans.
So we're with some friends from the Land Rover Club of Costa Rica, and I have one question for you guys. How do you use Pura Vida?
Pura Vida is the country's unofficial slogan and an integral part of the Costa Rican language. People use it constantly, and now it was our turn to learn how to use it properly.
We use it for everything, right? Actually, we use it for saying everything is okay, everything is good, life is pretty good. Basically, it's just that.
Relax.
It depends a lot on the tone that you use for answering Pura Vida.
Uh-huh.
Because if you use it on a sarcastic tone, it's not gonna be good.
Uh-huh.
But if you use it as happy, you're gonna say Pura Vida, as you can say I'm good, I'm happy, I'm excited, I'm feeling good. So that's usually what it's translated to.
Actually, you can say yes, Pura Vida. You can say no, Pura Vida.
You can say Pura Vida?
Depending on the mood.
Okay. And if I say Pura Vida to say hello, people will be like, okay?
They will answer Pura Vida.
Okay. Cool. Thank you so much.
Okay.
At the garage, just checking a few little things before we leave. We meet so many people who are Land Rover fans, and they all say, hey, I know a garage and he'll check your car. And usually they always check our car for free, and they always figure out little small things, and they're always very helpful.
Stopping in a big town in Central America also means it's time for some serious maintenance on our 4x4. But in Costa Rica, the hospitality of the people knows no bounds. And our 2-day stop turned into the beginning of a new friendship. We spent as much time working on the car as we did exploring the best local spots in the city.
¿Qué tienes?
Ice cream with strawberry and custard. Apparently, it's gonna be interesting.
Typical from here.
Ay, abuela, abuela, abuela. Ay, abuela, abuela, abuela. Ay, abuela, abuela, abuela.
Day 3 at the garage. We went out with the team yesterday again. It was so nice. They invited us at their mom's place and she cooked traditional food. We're a bit like family now because we eat breakfast, lunch and dinner together.
Crepes in the making in the middle of the garage.
Yeah, I don't guarantee that there won't be motor oil in it.
Okay.
But I guarantee that it's going to be Nutella and it's going to be yummy.
Nutella's here in the middle of a Land Rover in parts discovery.
We're almost done with the crepe and we got the little surprise from Fabiola, who's the girlfriend of one of the owner of the garage, and she brought us some gift. Ciao, Fabi.
Hola a todos, pura vida, ¿cómo están? Bueno, a ellos les trajimos aquí unos chocolatitos deliciosos que son típicos de Costa Rica. Guayabita con un sabor delicioso a guayaba, que aquí nosotros la producimos, y milán de menta relleno de menta. Y por supuesto no puede faltar la salsa lisano, que esto se le echa a todo, desde el tamal que consumimos en diciembre hasta los frijoles, el arroz, lo que sea. Es un regalo pequeño para ellos, pero para que lo disfruten mucho. Bye. Gracias, Fabi. Mucho gusto.
Súper, súper, súper. Tenemos suerte.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cool, cool, cool. Ciao.
Ciao, ciao. Bye bye.
Little break at the gas station in Costa Rica.
Yep. And it cost 61,000 colones. And buen provecho!
Buen provecho.
Which sounds like a lot, but technically it's about 100 euros.
Yeah, 105 euros.
105
for
euros.
full tank.
For
Right?
about, yeah. For about 105 liters, 100 liters. Yeah.
Since arriving in Central America, we've been traveling through the narrow strip of land between the Caribbean Sea and the Pacific Ocean. Now it's time to check out the warm waters of the Caribbean Sea. It descended from the Central Valley to the coastline, where we began our search for Costa Rica's iconic wildlife. But before we could start, we needed to fuel up.
Ça a l'air super bon. We are back on the Caribbean coast and we just ordered what for lunch?
Patties?
Yeah, Jamaican patties. Since we are in Belize, like the whole coast is like this completely different cultural influence. And so every time we arrive at the coast, people speak English, you eat cocoa cakes, you eat banana cakes, and you eat Jamaican specialties. How is it?
Super good. And we got a banana cake, which is literally weighs like a kilogram. And with this spice together, amazing. Looks super good. Look at the inside.
Our patty finished, we put on the hiking shoes and get onto our first mission of the week. We promised ourselves we would not leave the country without seeing one animal.
We are in the Cahuita National Park in the Caribbean. Oh, and you hear those noise? It's the howling monkey. I never managed to record them, so now you've heard the noise. And the main animal we want to see here is the Oso perezoso, or sloth. Apparently there's a lot in the park, but they're quite shy, so crazy those snows. They're quite shy, so it'll take a bit to observe them, but let's go.
Are we gonna find the sloth?
I hope so, but it's promising because in the first few meters we saw a turtle, a cool lizard and a cool snake. Let's see.
If we learned something since the beginning of this trip, it is that for wildlife spotting, determination only is not enough. It is an art, an advanced form of knowledge to spot fauna in the nature. We struggle, we find other things, we find birds, we find wild raccoons, not the shyest of all, we find capuchin monkeys, until with a bit of help.
Okay. Maybe it doesn't count, but right here in the middle of the screen you can see a sloth on a branch sleeping. You can actually see his body on both sides of the branch. Oh, pity we can't see him move.
Does a sleeping sloth count?
No.
No.
Because he's super high up in the branch and he's sleeping and he's not moving and we can't really see him. So...
It's like 10% satisfaction.
Yeah, we're not satisfied. We gotta find one.
Let's keep looking.
And a second one. Right here.
That is like 20% satisfaction.
20%. He's not moving and looks like he's sleeping.
I can do, please.
I got him. There is one more. I think this one counts. Look at this, beautiful.
I think that counted for the sloth. He was literally smiling at us, so we had 100% satisfaction.
No.
No?
No.
You want more?
I want closer and moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're still with me all the time. Oh, how long will I have to wait? How long have we been too late? Now I wish that we never met, so that I don't have to drive.
Mornings like this are awesome. Look at this. Little palmito, bigger palms, beautiful beach. The car parked under a big palmito and a few meters straight into the ocean. And as you know, I hate cold water. This water is just perfect. It is just perfect.
After another unforgettable spot on the Caribbean coastline, we decided to head back to the Pacific side to search for our last-minute must-see animals. We quickly checked one off the list.
Costa Rica strikes again a random bridge next to the road.
If that big crocodile wants to go eat that little one.
Other question is the farmer from the other side of the river aware of those massive crocodiles? Because there's tons of cute cows and I'm so scared for them, so scared.
And as we watched the crocodiles, a pair of scarlet macaws flew above our heads. We were determined to find out where they were heading, to see them up close, but that proved trickier than we expected. Spotting animals in the wild is an art and requires local knowledge, so we asked around to piece together information on the type of trees they prefer.
Perfecto. Sí, gracias. No, soy francés, de Francia. Sí, no, estamos una vuelta del mundo.
So the man said we won't find here because there's no fruit trees, so we need to find fruit trees now.
And I don't know by which miracle, but an hour of search later, on a random road in the mountain,
we found them. We were driving on this mountain road on the side, and they're here. They're big. They're so beautiful.
We continued our journey along the Pacific coastline, trying to escape the oppressive heat as best as we could.
Wow, so hot. Had to take a shower just to cool down and get all the stickiness off. It's getting difficult, it's getting really warm, but the beaches are beautiful. Now we're on the Pacific side, and tonight we've got a lot of stuff. What are we eating?
We're doing local tonight. A friend that we met on the beach called Noor prepared a burrito for us, so thank you so much, Noor. We will share it tonight. And then we're trying to reimagine the traditional dish of Costa Rica, Nicaragua, and a few other countries called gallo pinto, which is literally rice and beans. We don't know how to do it, but we just mix rice and beans.
Nice, and we've got a mango for dessert. Ah, dinner looks so good, and tonight we've got a movie on. It's called The Vault. Good morning, another morning in beautiful but very warm Costa Rica. We slept very well last night. It rained a lot actually, and that was kind of nice because finally it felt a bit fresher, and the sound of rain to us, we like it. It makes us sleep better and just it's pleasing, I feel. Anyways, this is where we slept, in a pretty sweet spot under the trees. This spot is pretty wild in the sense that there is, you know, just a lot of debris. It just feels like we're on an island somewhere completely lost, and as you can see, we're really covered by trees.
And we have visitors.
To get to this place, we had to use a 4x4 track, which was pretty fun, but it was dry. But since it rained all night, now it looks like this. So we came through here. As you can see, it's very muddy now. There's still some puddles where the tires go. And somebody had put wooden logs here so that cars could make it through. But anyway, we're gonna get through this. All right, let's go.
And once again, no one thought about the cameraman. How is it?
Ah, much easier than I thought.
Yeah.
Albo
Me too.
is doing really well. That was fun.
A little gas station break to show you something cool. Nick is filling up. The bank bills of Costa Rica are super pretty, and each of them represents an ecosystem of the country. First one, 5,000, is they call it manglar, and we see the capuchin monkeys that we saw many times, so manglar is the mangrove. The second one is the 2,000, and it's the reef, the coral reef barrier. This one. Then we have the 1,000. 1,000 is where we entered the country in the Guanacaste and the Nicoya Peninsula. Is the Bosque Seco, which is the dry kind of forest area. So we can see those dry trees and this deer. One more, it's 10,000. And then this one, we saw it too, is the Bosque Lluvioso, so the humid, the rainforest actually, the rainforest. And it's all green, and we have the sloth on it and Bosque Lluvioso. Super cool though. I mean, it's really nice because everything about Costa Rica is very much linked to nature, which it is, you know, like that's the main thing about this country. So really like it.
We were nearing the end of our time in Costa Rica, but one last region remained, probably the most remote part of our expedition in the country, the Osa Peninsula, just before the border with Panama.
Oh yeah.
And we can enter with the car?
Yeah. I just don't know where the car one is.
Okay. That's our boat? That's our boat.
That's our boat.
That's cool. I'm very happy because we wanted to do that for a long time and Nick kept it as a surprise. And that makes me really happy. Thank you.
Welcome.
The peninsula is partly covered by native forests and partly by cattle farms, but most transportation to and from the peninsula happens by boat, so the main roads are almost deserted. So it's alone that we ventured further inland.
Do you prefer the wood bridge or the river?
The river, of course.
The river, of course.
Forgot to put a gear.
Ah, that's a problem.
There we go. Fucking awesome.
Not ready.
Nice.
Ah, il y a des gens ici. We've elected this road.
One of our favorite, the Osa Peninsula, has a really nice off-road with very wild nature.
And now we made it to the coast. So beautiful.
Cocodrilos, hay serpientes, cocodrilos, jaguar en veces, muchos pájaros.
Pájaro.
Aquí tienes también
Montones.
a la
¿Montones?
piedra.
¿En esta parte o afuera?
Más para allá.
Okay.
Entre más para adentro hay más animales.
So we just talked to Roberto over there. We just talked to Jeremy over there. And he has his cousin somewhere. Oh, the boat's gone. Anyways, amazing. We just spent 10 minutes talking to them and they say that they swim in that water, which is half river, half salty because the sea is over there. And there are crocodiles, but they say, right now they're not hungry, so it's okay to go swim. Amazing. How deep is it here?
Take it. Did you see how high is this thing?
It's huge.
As we progress, we see more and more farms, beautiful places with giant trees. And for our greatest pleasure, today there is an event.
Estamos en la comunidad de Estoy en la comunidad de Panegas, estoy con la cabalgata. Desarme más porque la liga va en serio, señores. Nos vamos, dame chance.
This was how the locals spent their Sunday afternoon. We stayed the rest of the day soaking in the vibe, the music, the colors and the laughter. Then we made our way to one last beautiful campsite on a Costa Rican beach.
the car, and then beautiful, beautiful ocean, and some surfers in front here. This is my favorite part of Costa Rica for sure.
Surfers ahead, palm trees above, and at the end of the trail, the most beautiful local wildlife. We found the last camp spot of Costa Rica.
Wow, he's right there, literally like 10 meters away from me, not even 5 meters. Wow. Wow, look at him. That's beautiful. Wow, he looks so nice. Oh my gosh, another coati. There's so much going on in Costa Rica. It's amazing. Wow. Awesome.
Our last night in Costa Rica, and it's ultimate Costa Rica. Do you like the Osa Peninsula?
I do. It's really nice, and tonight gnocchi with tomato. And we're watching the surfers take the big waves.
Some are good, huh?
Yeah.
The Osa Peninsula was, I think, a condensed version of everything we liked about Costa Rica. Like remote trails, a lot of wilderness. You can camp like at the beach, like here. And yeah, I think it's a great way to kind of celebrate the end of this journey through Costa Rica. And tomorrow we go to
Panama.
We can admit it. We were a little worried Costa Rica wouldn't live up to the hype. Maybe all the praise was exaggerated and we'd be disappointed. But we were wrong. Costa Rica isn't about dramatic landscapes, snowy peaks, or towering skyscrapers. It's about Pura Vida, pure life. Costa Rica's greatest wealth lies in its simple beauty and nature. A camp on a pristine coastline, native animals roaming freely, and friendly faces respecting the land and each other. Viva Costa Rica, viva la vida.
But he kind of like smashed in, but
Now you just look like a barbarian living on an island.
More.
Oh!
Hey!